look at this and tell me what you think should have happened. And see, do you notice what happened?
Il n'a pas touché? Oh, c'est incroyable.
Faut croire que non.
Oh, bah.
Ouais,
Oh là là, c'est incroyable comment elle est passée.
Avantage, Tokyo.
Alors là, très honnêtement,
oui.
Très honnêtement, là, je suis assez d'accord avec lui. Des très mauvais gestes également qui nous avaient échappé.
Ah oui.
Oui, effectivement.
So if you notice at the end, that's a 13-year-old tennis player. This is in the Le Petit A or Le Petit A's tennis tournament, which of course has produced champions, who has had champions who've gone on to become greater champions, like Rafael Nadal and Martina Hingis, and Andrew Murray, of course. Well, he was a finalist 20 odd years ago, and Novak Djokovic was also around the same time as the quarterfinals as well. This is a huge tournament. Kim Clijsters has won it. Michael Chang won it. So this is a massive tournament. So this young lad, a Swedish boy, 13-year-old, kind of got very upset against his French opponent. Decisions had been going against him. He was very, very annoyed, and he basically went up. And the boy William Rapakis, he showed the fingers to the umpire and was disqualified. He deserved a warning, or maybe a point against him. But an immediate disqualification, that seems a little bit harsh on a teenager, on a kid. Or is it teaching him a lesson, Andrew?
Well, I just want to actually check something. From that clip, it looked like something was thrown from the stands onto the court. Did I see that? Or was that not what he was complaining about? Because he seemed so stunned. It didn't seem like he was disappointed at losing a point or something, but
No, what was the ball was played, it was out, so it was used to be out. There were, according to the commentators, even the French commentators, were saying that there were 3 or 4 calls that were going against him. He won the first set, was trailing in the second set, but was playing very, very well against an older French boy, and the referee was the umpire was giving everything against him. So he basically reacted to that and looked to appeal it. Something from the side, I don't know.
Well, he kept signaling to the stands, then pointing to a very specific spot in the tram lines, and it didn't look like a reaction to a decision.
Ball had landed. So that's where the ball had landed. And he was saying that's where the ball had landed. So he said the ball was out.
His reaction to me didn't look like somebody who was simply complaining about a bad line call. I mean, that would be more sort of guttural. He was sort of really seemed to be explaining something quite specific. It looked to me like he was annoyed at more than just the odd decision or two, or many decisions going against him, because it looked like a moment of shock or surprise. If it was built up over many incidents, many line calls, you would just be getting angrier and angrier. He just looked like, whoa, what the hell happened? I mean, if it's a kid, kids are different. They are driven. I mean, especially at that age. How many times have we said before, the management preparation for becoming a superstar has to start earlier and earlier and earlier nowadays. 13-year-olds, well, that's old by youth standards. If you're showing any promise by the age of 8, you probably have to start being prepared for these things. And part of that preparation for me has to include an understanding of the pressures they're under from their coaching staff, from sponsors at that age are a factor. We have no point pretending we're not. I mean, look, it was an extremely direct, very, very poor reaction. Not that it wasn't justified in his mind, but it doesn't matter whether it is or not. You simply can't do that. I think a warning, well, if he wasn't giving a warning before being disqualified outright, then that's wrong. Perhaps he should have been given a warning.
He wasn't, Andrew.
Should have been.
Yeah. The umpire called the tournament supervisor, and they discussed what to do about his misconduct, and of course he was disqualified. The whole thing was that it was 40-all, score was 3-0. So this was vital. The ball had gone out; it was clearly out. Umpire called it in. Okay, again, it was a number of bad decisions going against them, especially in that second set. Rybakis then smashed his racket on the ground after being disqualified and broke down in tears. Again, he's a 13-year-old boy, and this is a huge tournament.